Delarite, my MVVs, welcome. Yes, so Delarite royal shock. London trained priestess offered to Ooni of Ife. Hey! It is not a small something, no, they said. Ebony is in tears. As she claimed it is a setup, she dragged the family from left to right. Seriously, heavy wahala over this priestess. Now, let me give you the background of what is going on. You do know that Ooni of Ife said he was going to take immunity from 3 of his wives. And according to what they are saying, they said that for now, the minimum wives that Kabiyesi can have is 6. So basically, if he is taking immunity from 3, it means he has only 3 wives. So as soon as Kabiyesi opened his mouth to say, I am taking, he did not even end it with immunity or more. They said applications started trooping in, as in coming in left, right, and center with everybody. You know that one of the things that Ife people love is to be part of the royal cake, to eat from the royal cake. That is what they love. They would do anything for that. As in, people started, daughters from all over, globally, they are making recommendation. And out of these recommendations they have made, there is one that is actually leaving a statement, though. They said her name happens to be Adesewa. Adesewa is only 28 years old, but don't let her age fool you. She's already lived a life most people only dream of, okay? Or seriously, only life that people only just dream of, okay? Born into the prestigious Ademilayo royal family. Do you realize that Ademilayo is also is the same family that Ademilayo is Bloblo's family, right? They said she was born into the prestigious Ade Milayo. She is born into the prestigious Ade Milayo royal family, a direct bloodline of the revered Oni Ajagon Ade Milayo. She is royal by birth, refined by experience, and now whispered to be chosen for someone even higher as wife to the Ooni of Ife himself. But let's start from the beginning. Adesewa was born and raised between Ile-Ife and London. Her father, Prince Gbolahan Ademilayo, is a seasoned Yoruba cultural historian and diplomat who served in the Nigerian High Commission in the UK. Her mother, Princess, Bola Tito, okay, Bayo Ademilayo is a renowned scholar of Yoruba metaphysics and a high-ranking priestess of Oshun lineage. So Adesewa didn't just grow up with palace privileges. She grew up bathed in sacred rituals, chant, and deep spiritual learning, okay? Now, at 16, she won a cultural scholarship to study abroad. She eventually graduated from King's College London with first-class honor in African theology and comparative religion. While in the UK, she also trained under Yoruba traditional spiritual elders at the African Spiritual Heritage Foundation. Hey, there she was ordained not just as a priestess, but as a spiritual custodian of Yoruba ancestral code. Everybody don't see competition. Allah for gonna mob my spiritual husband. We can see whether Delarite is not a small thing. This one sweet me because the competition is with everybody. She would have said on Sabi, okay. But Adesewa didn't stop there. She went on to earn a second degree, this time in public policy and gender studies, focusing on women in traditional leadership role. She's spoken at conferences in Ghana, Brazil, and even sat in section at UNESCO in Paris, fluent in Yoruba, English, and Portuguese. This woman is a whole resonance wrapped in royal silk. Hey, Jesus! And yet, despite her global exposure, she returned home to Nigeria without fanfare. No press, no paparazzi, just quietly back to Ile-Ife earlier this year, answering a sacred call that, according to insiders, she could no longer ignore. The Ooni of Ife, who has always been passionate about reviving Yoruba heritage, is said to have been impressed, not just by her look, because yes, she is stunning, but by her deep spiritual knowledge. She doesn't speak unless necessary, but when she does, even the elders fall silent. Her poise, her manner of sitting, the way she enters a room, it's like watching royalty rise from the spirit of Moremi herself. Now, here is where it's getting serious. 2 weeks ago, the palace was buzzing ahead of the revered Odu Ifa festival, one of the most sacred spiritual events of the Yoruba calendar. As usual, the Oni was expected to send its representative, someone close, trusted, spiritually sound, naturally. Everyone assumed it would be Ebony. Ebony had already chosen her fabric, summoned her attendant, and rehearsed her chant. But then, like a lightning bolt in dry harmattan, a sail scroll from the Oni's inner circle emerged, bearing one name, Ade Sewa Adebimpe Ademilayo. So this lady was supposed to represent Oni of Ife. How? Why? When? Who? Hooray! Wahala deo! Dela writers, I'm talking to you now. Eh. The London trained priestess, the quiet fire in a linen wrapper, the one who had barely been in the palace, as in barely even entered the palace. That was the one that was supposed to be in front of this Idu festival. Yes. The reaction was immediate. Ebony, known for her boldness, broke down in front of her closet aide, reportedly saying, "This is a setup. You people want to disgrace me before all of Ile-Ife. What have I done?" She wept bitterly. She shouted, in fact, she was everywhere and refused to eat, speak. For they said it was terrible, terrible. She was supposed to go from the very beginning. But I think the fact that Kabiyesi is very unhappy with her is not sinking yet. It is not sinking yet. You see this Ido Ifa, if not for palace elders, she wouldn't have gone to that place. According to sources, very close to the inner palace, her uncle and uncle's auntie were granted a private audience with the Oni. There, they humbly and boldly placed a sacred calabash and a white dove before him, a sign of peace, honor, and the willingness to release their daughter to the crown if accepted. Are you people hearing? They say, according to sources very close to the palace, Adebimpe, her father and uncles were granted a private audience with the Ooni of Ife. There they humbly and boldly placed a sacred calabash and a white dove before him, a sign of peace, honor, and a willingness to release their daughter to the crown if Kabiyesi would only accept. They told the Oni she is not only trained for the world, she was born for the crown. She understands the gods, she respects the land, and she carries the dignity of womanhood without fighting for it. They're right. That was the moment the elders of Ile-Ife knew the palace balance was shifting. Now, let's be honest, Ebony is not new to competition. She's had to navigate palace intrigues before, but this is different. Adesewa is coming, as in, if she comes, she will come not as a rival or loud contender. She will come as something that Ebony would never, ever be able to withstand. Are you people seeing what is going on when you think you were fighting? Ooni of Ife loves Naomi. Ooni of Ife loves Naomi more than anything. We have seen that there is nothing nobody can do. And Naomi is not perturbed. Naomi, if it's only Naomi, Kabiyesi can marry as from the day that Kabiyesi signed and accepted that Naomi will not stay in the palace again. If it's Naomi, let Kabiyesi marry 157 wives. That is his problem. Naomi knows what she carries. Naomi knows. So you see these people, you guys have not seen anything. Wait until I bring you more update on this matter. This is the one that is so fresh coming in. I'm going to bring you more update. They say Kabiyesi was bold to have wanted to send this girl to that Idu Ifa that Ebony was supposed to go to. Wanted to disgrace Ebony like that. if not for elders. Oh, Guinea, the wetin happen. Hey, Abasi mi Kenyo. Anyways, I'm coming back, Delarate. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media should not be seen as fact.